Jojo's is hella goofy, but we all love it. So this is the first part of 3. I'm gonna be watching JoJo's Stone Ocean and finding all the greatest memes throughout. And goddamn, there's lots of memes in JoJo's. So if you want to see the next parts, make sure to like and subscribe. Now let's start before I have to talk about the monkey episode. Our main character Jolene is in prison for competing with Truckun. But if we're being realistic, nobody can compete with that villain. But it turns out, she wasn't even driving, it was her boyfriend. Her lawyer gives her some stuff and she gets this charm and ends up stabbing her. No way is the Chad Jotaro her dad. What the heck? I just realized why this nigga got elf ears like he's an NPC in Skyrim. The lawyer convinces Jolene to take a plea deal for 1 to 2 years in prison. But she ends up getting 15 years and convicted of manslaughter. She's like, damn, what the hell? I thought I was getting 1 to 2 years. But he just walks out like it has nothing to do with him. No way. Romeo betrayed her, even though he was the one to send that man to the gulag. His family paid the lawyer so only Jolene would be convicted. Jolene, using her stand, ends up hearing her boyfriend and the lawyer, and she starts freaking out. Just like an Attack on Titan fan would if you told him that Gabby might not be as bad as Eren. Hey yo, Jolene's first JoJo pose. I think it's better than the others. Damn, do not fuck with Jolene. She did not let that slide. She goes to her cell, but it turns out she has a cellmate. Let's just all be happy it's not a male prison. What the hell, JoJo's is so random for no reason. Yo, she stole her charm.
Bro, I robbed you, bro. I'ma keep it a buck. I robbed you, gang.
Excuse me? Am I smoking something? POV, you're the first one to fall asleep at the boys' sleepover. First Jolene's charm, now her food. Jolene's like, did you just steal my food? And she's like, nah, you must be off a perk. W gaslighting. Yeah, she's definitely a stan user. She made Jolene tiny. Yeah, yeet, yeah. She made Jolene wear a dead rat so they can turn off the security system. The plan to escape is working, but Jolene starts to grow big again because of the distance between them. Jolene's about to be game ended by the enemy Stan, but her Stan finally shows itself. She pretends to finally give back the charm, but it's just a max level bait. She has the guards more eager to shoot than a quiet kid in an American school. But what if I said Jolene had that Jojo in her? She forces her to shrink her and let her escape. The guards pull up and they're almost as confused as me when I see this image. Blondie asks Jolene to borrow $1. Lending money in prison is bad, because if you don't get that money back, then you end up becoming a beta. Like, look at this bitch lad. Jolene tries to get her money back, but the blondie ain't having it. She's like, you dopey dumb doofus, I said I'll give you your money back later. So Jolene the menace puts laxatives in her drink. And then when she rushes to the toilet, Jolene is just sitting there. She makes her pay $10 to use the toilet. Scammer gets scammed. That's crazy. She got her fighting for her life in the toilet. Hey yo, why is this man so cheeked up? What the? This kid in a bin tells Jolene not to go to the visitation room. But she goes anyway, and it's our boy Jotaro. But why does he look younger now than he did when he was 17 years old? But while they're talking, an enemy stand user ends up attacking. But the guard doesn't realize, so he ends up getting headshot like he's playing Sniper Elite. The boy ends up helping Jolene again, so the sniper changes his target to him. So Jolene does something crazy. She goes to help the boy. She ends up beating the sniper, but it turns out all of this was just a dream. Jotaro wakes up and oh my god, he's a savage. He's like, Jolene, please can you move like slightly to the left, please? And then he punches his own daughter in the face to try and escape. An absolute Chad. She thinks Jotaro is a bad dad, right until she hears about Jing. The sniper pulls up in disguise. But what's even more ludicrous is that there's not just one stan user, there's 2. And their target wasn't Jolene, it was Jotaro this entire time. What the hell? They stole discs from his head. God damn, Jotaro does not look so good. He needs a chug jug. Jolene turns herself in for her attempted escape. That would literally be me if sniffing somebody's chair once they leave was illegal. Our girl Omes becomes a stand user. Her ability is to duplicate stuff. If I had that power, I would duplicate people who love me. But 2 times 0 equals 0, so... She knocks out a janitor like she's playing Hitman and then steals his memory disk. And the very next day she meets him and he is crying more than Takemichi. What the hell is bro doing? He must have listened to low tier god. He has a stand ability. Whenever he hurts himself, it hurts Hermes too. He keeps trying to book tickets to a Juice WRLD concert, but she keeps stopping him. And then he's about to do it again, but then she tries to bribe him with panties. Who does she think he is, Brooke? But he ends up going through with it, but luckily, she manages to knock him out. That's a zesty looking stand. Jolene and some other guys are going out to find the missing prisoners, but they have to wear handcuffs that explode if you get too far away from the officer. And Hermes realizes something shocking. There's supposed to be 5 of them, but there's 6. The guard goes missing and the bombs on their wrist is about to explode. Why are these niggas walking like South Park characters? Kaboom! The enemy stand takes Hermes and starts drowning her like that one Indian guy.
I am under the water. Please help me.
But Jolene beats the brakes off of it. They try to figure out who the stand user is, but they have no clue. If you don't know who the stand user is, attack everyone. Jolene 2023. But luckily, every single one of them was the stand user. And this thing isn't a stand, it's the stand user. I cannot believe it, the stand user is just bugs.
Stupid.
Bro, look at that goofy ass one. You sure absorb water like a what? Jolene confronts FF to try and get the discs. But FF is low-key violating her. Jolene is low-key a genius. Just like me when it only took me 16 episodes to find out Light Yagami is Kira. She made the discs he was protecting drive away, so now he has to chase it. FF needs water to survive, the same way I need Goth Girl spit to survive. So he starts drying out, but Jolene saves him. Then she tries a bit of talk no jutsu on him. This isn't Netero versus Miriam. FF agrees to help Jolene and gets a new body, but he's just like me for real. Me and the boys if kissing your homies goodnight was illegal. Pale Snake was investigating the crime scene, but we finally get to see his real body, and he's a man of God. Why are all religious people in anime straight villains? What am I watching? Jojo's is more random than Goku's power-ups. You can't just knock a bitch out and then hit a tough pose like that. That is ludicrous. Some girl pulls up and bets Jolene and FF $100 if they can throw the ball and catch it 100 times. Then they succeed and she's like, bet, how about you do it again for $1,000? Jolene doesn't do it because she gets nervous that it's a trap. The same way Nagatoro fans get nervous whenever they're in the vicinity of a woman. Hermes will do anything for money, she's just like me. Like, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Things are going well, but it's time to go back inside the prison. So Hermes ends up having to cheat, just like my girlfriend Yamato. She went from waifu to baifu. Then her stand appears for the debt and niggas stole her titty money. Bro be snatching internal organs to pay off the debt. Hermes is kinda composed for a bitch that just lost her internal organ. The way I would be panicking if that was me. Jolene steps in, her internal organs back if they can throw the ball 1,000 times. They be trying their best, but she is low-key kind of an annoyance. She traps Jolene in the elevator, and when she's about to throw it to FF, the guard comes in, and he was working for her this entire time. Jolene's organs get taken, and Jojo's disc. But then Jolene pulls out the ball. Jolene is smart as hell. There is no rule against who had to catch the ball, so even the guard counts. Look at her face. She knows the beating she's gonna receive is gonna be despicable. Give my girl a break, she is not having a good day. I just realized Poochie's barber messed his shit up. How your hairline connecting to your eyebrows? Jolene makes a plan to deliver Star Platinum back to Jotaro, cause it might revive him. Last time we saw him, he was not doing so good. This kid's back at it again. He's going to help Jolene get to the delivery point. Yo, why is this kid grabbing my man's ankles? And why is this nigga standing like he's Michael Jackson? Damn, personal space. Most socially aware Konosuba fan. Is that a stand or a person? I don't know. No way it's a person, and no one cares that he's just crawling. Jolene gets hit with low gravity, and the guy ends up stealing Star Platinum. They get stuck in a space vacuum with no oxygen, but weather report is so clutch. Like now they can breathe and they're looking dripped out. They realize the enemy stand user is probably outside of the vacuum, so Jolene grabs him and pulls him in. But he doesn't budge, he tries to take Jolene out instead of saving himself. But of course weather forecast with the save again. He's the type of guy to win a 4v1 clutch. And then Jolene does what she does best. Okay, I mean Jolene does what she does second best. And then Poochie himself pulls up because he thought the mission was complete. Look at the shock on his face. Jolene does not know he's the enemy. She thinks he's just a normal priest. He's moving like Yurichi. He lets her go to the delivery point, but he has an op station there and he just blams her. Of course this menace met Dio, it makes so much sense. Dio is beefing with the Joestars from the dead. Dio found some sort of way to reach heaven, but Jojo read his book and then destroyed it. And that's why Poochie wanted his memories. Forget Jojo's memories, I want Jolene's, so I can see her again? Again! The savior of Stone Ocean. Blood got it raining poisonous frogs up in here. Poochie counts prime numbers to stay calm. Give me an ounce of what the creator was smoking. Some guard pulls up and Poochie's like, help me, but the guy hits the jet and Poochie did not like that decision at all. Poochie gave him that Fujitora treatment. He sends out Pale Snake to locate Star Platinum. And they think Jolene is dead, but she crafted a shield like it's Minecraft. She completes her mission to deliver Star Platinum. And just when he's about to kill Jolene, the guards pull up. So he hides because he doesn't want to reveal his identity. Just like any redo of Healer Watcher, because you know you're mentally ill. But Poochie isn't done being a menace, he's got a plan to use Dio's bone for something. So that was the first part of Stone Ocean, and I'm itching to do it again. I'll be making a video on part 2 very soon, so make sure to like and subscribe. If you don't like and subscribe, I'll chase you down with my stand, the AK-47.